Is it possible for something to be magnificent and malevolent all at the same time? Well, yes, but it depends on your point of view. The medieval Conway Castle in northern Wales is a good example. It's definitely magnificent, but it can also be seen as a symbol of repression. The castle was built by King Edward I of England. Work began in 1283. 1,500 craftsmen came from all over England. Remarkably, in 4 years it was finished. The expression "needs must" applies. The English needed the castle to be part of the defensive network necessary to hold on to their recently won conquest of Wales. The Welsh are a proud and fiercely independent people, and Edward realized that they would not willingly submit to English rule. He was right. The castle sheltered the king from Christmas until the spring of 1294 during an ill-fated Welsh rebellion. The castle is in remarkable condition. It's one of the best preserved castles and walled medieval towns in Great Britain, attracting 200,000 visitors each year. In 1986, Conway was recognized as a World Heritage Site by the United Nations. Visitors can climb to the top of the castle's many towers for spectacular views of the fortifications and the town and the harbor below. You can also visit the Great Hall, royal apartments, and the chapel. Over the centuries of wars and rebellions, the castle was allowed to fall into ruin, but restoration in the 19th and 20th centuries has brought it back. The town of Conway is protected by a fortified wall that runs about 3/4 of a mile around the 25 acres that make up the town. The wall has 21 towers and 3 gates. Visitors can climb to the ramparts from a number of the towers. From there, you get stunning views of the town, the harbor, and the castle. There is an admission charge for visiting the castle, but the wall is free. One of the things that gives Conway its strategic value is the harbor. Conway sits at the mouth of the River Conway, near where it meets the Irish Sea. The harbor is subject to tides. At low tide, the boats are temporarily grounded. The quayside is a popular place to sit and drink or enjoy an ice cream cone. You can also visit what's believed to be the smallest house in Great Britain. Within the walls, the population is only about 5,000. The town is filled with shops, restaurants, and interesting places like Plasmar. The home was built by wealthy Welsh merchant Robert Wynne and his wife Dorothy Griffin between 1576 and 1585. It is one of the finest surviving Elizabethan townhouses in Great Britain. It's large, bright, and much more colorful than you would expect a home from this era to be. It's interesting to note that when the town was originally founded, the Welsh were not allowed inside the walls. The oldest building in town is St. Mary's Church, built in 1186. It was part of a large monastery that was moved to make way for the town. Conway's main marketplace is Lancaster Square, which features a statue of Welsh hero Llewellyn the Great. One of the iconic red phone boxes just off the square has been repurposed into a cash machine. The Welsh retain a strong sense of national identity, which is obvious when you see all the Welsh flags, and notice that all of the signs are printed in both English and Welsh. Conway is a fascinating place, rich in history and heritage. Taking time to travel is time very well spent. It's the only thing you can buy that will make you richer.